Allie. Join me as I show you how to do these Orchid Iris Earrings, one of our kits in this month's subscription box. Remember, if you do want to check out a subscription, go ahead and look below the video. In the description, we'll put links back to the website as well as the list of all the materials you need. Gather up your supplies and let's get started. So to do this project, we have a wire guard. We have an ear wire that will grab some Delicas 15 O's, 2 of our RounTrio beads. They are 3-hole beads. We're pretty much only going to be using the outer 2 holes, and then we have 1 of our halo beads. These are 2-hole halo. There is also a 1-hole halo. We're going to be using the 2. I have some size 8 dragon thread with a stop bead on the bottom of about 3 feet of thread, and I'm going to go up through both the Athenacast 2-hole halo bead as well as through the RounTrio, and then out through the opposite side of the halo. For the interior at the bottom, we are going to pick up 1, 2, 3, and 4 of our 15 seed beads. We're going to take it down through the opposite side of our bead here, and as we go through the opposite side, I'm going to go to the 3rd hole of the RounTrio and then out the opposite side along the bottom. When it comes to my stop bead, I usually move it out of the way a little bit when I'm working with RounTrios, because then I can get tighter and closer next to the RounTrio. I'm going to put on 4 more beads and go back up through what I did the first time, going through the 1st hole of the Athenacast as well as through the 1st hole of the RounTrio. Just kind of pulling that starter thread out of the way so it doesn't get twisted in. Up and through. And there we have the start. So now what we're going to do is we are going to sew through these beads along the side here. We're going to sew through these 4 here, going towards the 2nd hole. And then what I'm going to do is add 10 more beads on each side of your 15 O's. So we're going to pick up 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you have those 10 beads on, you're going to go to the top or to the next set of 4 15s. You're going to sew through that because we're basically connecting all of these 15 O's around the halo bead so it looks like a little bezel. You can see how they kind of pulled out of the way a little bit. Go ahead and tighten up your thread, pull nice and tight around. Now we're going to do 10 more on this side. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you have those 10 on, we're going to go back through those first 4 beads. And I suggest with your needle using an 11 size needle with this. It gets a little tight with the size 10 needle and your thread. And you're going to pull nice and tight so you have those beads go all the way around the exterior of the halo bead. Now we're going to switch into a brick stitch. So we're going to do brick stitch as we go in here and add our Delica beads around the exterior. We have a total of our 10 on each side and then 4 at the top and the bottom. So a total of 28 beads. We're going to add a total of 24 of our Delicas. Now what's going to happen is every once in a while we're going to skip over what's called a bridge thread. To begin, you're going to pick up 1 and 2 of your Delica beads. We're going to sew underneath the thread here, and I'm going to go backwards. So we're going to go 1 and 2 beads back. We're going to sew underneath the thread that connects those beads together. So we're not sewing through any beads, just under the thread. Then we're going to go back up through bead number 2 of our Delicas. So right back up through that 2nd bead, holding that nice and tight. You can see I'm kind of pinching it there because I want to make sure that my thread goes in between the correct beads. So see how the thread now is just kind of connecting there? You're going to pick up another Delica bead. You're going to go over to the next bead. Go underneath that bead bridge thread. Let it lay down next to your last Delica. So back up through the Delica so they're sitting with the holes right next to one another. And I kind of let it go where it wants to go along the seed bead line. You're going to end up again with 24 Delica beads, but you actually have a total of 27 thread bridges, meaning the space between the beads. So I'm going to go along here, and whenever it wants to skip over one of those bead or those thread bridges, I'm going to let it. There, if it gets too far, just kind of take your needle and thread, move it back up a little bit and say, don't go there, go further up. Pushing it back further in between previous beads and then pulling it to get it nice and tight. You're going to go the whole way around doing this brick stitch, getting all of your beads in place to sit right above the 15 O's and right above those seed beads, so it looks like just a nice steady line of Delica beads sitting right on top of the 15 O's. Do you want to know how to save over 50% on jewelry making kits? With a monthly kit subscription, you'll get 3 new kits for as little as $49.99. Remember, that's for 3 kits. That's a savings of up to $70 per box, plus you get free domestic shipping. This month, we have our best ever deals for new subscribers, including free tools, added boxes and kits, and even our ultimate beading kit for annual subscribers. Visit PotomacBeads.com/subscribe or click on the link in the description. When you get back to the beginning of the piece, you need to join the first bead that you put on and the last bead. So bead number 1 with bead number 24. You're going to go down through, coming out bead number 24. I'm going down through bead number 1. I'm going to go underneath the 15 O beads that sit below it, and then back up through bead number 1. Because remember, the first 2 beads that you put in, easier said than done sometimes. You gotta get in there. When you put on your first 2 beads, when you're working with brick stitch, or when you put on your first bead, it's actually 2 beads because you want them to sit correctly. That's going to get that row and that loop completely closed there. You can see that it looks like, over and a nice circle. Now I did want to show that you can, if you want to, stop here and just put on your ear wire if you don't want that second loop on top. You can also do something fun where if you want to switch up the design, gave you some extra beads if you're a bead box person, and you can switch up the design to here. I just kind of played with and did Delicas on the outside. 3 in the middle and 8 or 10 on the outside, I think was the count. So you can switch up the design if you want to. From here, we're coming out the top of bead number 1, and we are going to do a little Picot Trim. So the Picot Trim is going to be a combination of both the 15 OC beads and 2 11 OC beads in between. And then after that, we'll add on our last one of our RounTrio beads. Again, you don't have to. You can kind of stop at any direction that you want. We're going to pick up 1, 2, and 3 of our 15 O's. We're going to skip over the first bridge thread and we're going to go to the second bridge thread. Going through the second bridge thread here, I'm going to go back up through bead number 3 of my 15s. When I'm out bead number 3 of the 15s, I'm going to grab 1 and 2 Delicas and a 15O. We're going to skip over the next bridge thread right here, and we're going to go to the next one. So underneath it, back up through bead number 3, which is going to be our pink bead. So we're still doing brick stitch, we're just changing up the design a little bit. Go in and put on 2 beads, and then you're going to go to the next bridge thread right there. So underneath it, and back up through bead number 3. Coming out through the top of one of the pink beads is when you add 2 Delicas, and your third bead is pink. Skip 1 bridge thread, go into the next one in line. And back up through bead number, back up through bead number 3. And you can see what's happening now is those Delica beads are just kind of filling in that void that sits between the 3 beads that sit to the point of the 15 O's. 2 more of my 15 O's go on to the next bridge thread, and then up through that second bead, which is my 3rd in that rotation of my pink beads. Nice tight pull there, and 2 Delicas. 3rd bead is my pink one. Skip over the first bridge thread, go to the next one in line. And this just goes the whole way around until we have 8 little peaks. And when we get the 8th peak, I have 3 done, working on my 4th here. When we get the 8th peak, I'll show you how we're going to connect our next round trio to the top of the design. Or if you want to put a wire guard and just have it be the single bead in the middle there, I'll show you how to do that as well. Same thing as we get to the end here of this second row of brick stitch. You're going to pick up your 2 Delica beads. We're going to sew back down into that first 15 seed bead. And once you sew out of that 15 seed bead there, you're going to sew underneath the bridge thread that's right after it. Once you catch on to that bridge thread, you're going to sew, I flipped it so I could see from the other side, you're going to sew back up through that bead. If you don't sew underneath the bridge thread, and I don't know if I got it there, we'll see, that bead will just pop off. Got it? So we're good to go. All right, now we're going to do our connector. So we have our bead here. Again, if you want to, you can go in and you can stop here. And if you want to stop here, what you're going to do is you are going to do a 15-0. You're going to put on your wire guard, put on another 15-0, and sew back through the 15-0 that your thread was coming out of. Instead, what we're doing is putting on a 15-0, sewing up through our round trio through one of the outer holes, 1, 2, 3 15s, down through the other outer hole. So we're skipping that interior hole. We're going to grab one more 15 and we're going to sew into that top 15 that's hanging out on the top Picot trim. That's going to bring our bead right along the center here. We're going to sew back up through that second bead, the one that we entered or added right before the round trio, up through the round trio. That makes kind of a little X in there. When we come out the round trio, we're going to treat it just like we did when we were doing the exterior of the Athenacast halo bead. We're going to go through the 3 beads here, and then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 beads. Once we have the 8 beads on one side, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to go into bead number 1 down here, which is the one closest to the round trio on the right side. Then we're going to go into bead number 2, which is that middle bead that's actually from the Picot trim on the bottom. Then we're going to go through bead number 3, which is the one before the round trio. Nice little tight pull on your beads to pull them in close. 8 more beads go on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go back up to the top now and go through those 3 beads that were already there, going from hole number 1 to hole number 3. That decorates the outer edge, and then all we're going to do now is put on our wire guard. I tried to do some different techniques and patterns, and I didn't love anything as much as I loved just the simple design here. We're going to go up through our wire guard, which is a horseshoe-shaped piece of metal that guards our thread from rubbing against our ear wires. We're going to come down through the opposite side here. And then we're going to go back through those 3 beads that our thread is currently coming out of, which are those center 3 beads. Now, as you do this, I have a size 10 needle on here. It's a little tight. I knew it when I got done the bottom one too. Try not to use the pliers if I have to, because I don't want to break the bead that's there. And now I'm going to come down into the bead here. I would normally go in and reinforce, but again, I stuck on a 10 needle, even though I said to use an 11. I'm going down through my round trio, and all I'm doing is getting my thread back to that simple bead. I'm going to go through one of these beads along the side here. I'm going to sew down into my next bead along the bottom. Same time, I'll sew down into the Delica bead as well, come out there. And then once I get my beads my thread the whole way down towards the bottom, I just tie the 2 thread ends together and burn that thread end off to complete my beautiful Orchid Iris earrings. Again, you can go simple, you can go more complex, you can do another version down as well. When you go in to put on your ear wires, you're just going to grab those, open up by using a needle nose pliers, turning that little ball area to the side, putting on your wire guard, closing it up for that nice polished complete gold matching end. Thanks so much for joining me in creating these Orchid Iris earrings. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with as well. Remember, if you do want to check out the subscription box, since these are inside of it, go ahead and look below the video in the description. We'll put links there to get back to the website. If you haven't yet already, hit the little subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at PotomacBeads. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.